Good afternoon, ladies. Happy Friday. I'm going to wait just a second to see if I have any ladies hop on with me. I don't want to wait too long. It's like right before 5 o'clock, so a lot of y'all ladies might be still working today. I'm super excited. It's the weekend. It's been a very long week. Let's see. Give it just a few more seconds to see if I have anybody that goes live with me before I get started. Yep, I see some ladies hopping on. Hey. All right. So I'm going to get started. I'm not going to be too long today. This is actually my first fight time that I have done other than a Tuesday night in a really, really, really long time. It's been months. So I am going to be very vulnerable with y'all today and just kind of share some things that I've been going through and kind of give you a little bit of a testimony of, what I'm dealing with because I know I'm not the only one. So for the past several months, I have been dealing with some things in my marriage. I'm actually going through a divorce right now. So I know a lot of people don't know that because my husband still is living at my house right now until he can find a place to live. And so we still sit with each other at church most of the time. And so it's not really like a big civil, huge fighting ordeal or anything like that. We are still very civil with one another. But I've reached a point in my marriage, and this is not about bashing my husband or anything like that. I'm still not pro-divorce, but there are things that have happened that are outside of my control. And so I am getting a divorce, and my pastors support me 100%. But this is not the testimony that I ever wanted to have. I always thought that I would have a testimony of a restored marriage, and for a little while I've been a little envious of those that do have a testimony of a restored marriage, of Bree and Jeremy, of Casey and Brad, of Mandy and Mario. They all have a beautiful testimony of having their marriage restored by God, and miracles performed in their marriages, and just transformation. And I always thought that would be my testimony, but I'm leaning into God, and I'm trusting in Him. I'm trusting in His Word, and that is not the testimony that I'm going to have. That's not how He is using me. And right now, I can say that my testimony is still being written. It's still being written because God is still working on me. And what I can say for every lady that has gone through a divorce or is currently going through one, because I know that it's not a subject that is talked about a lot in the church, but and it doesn't even have to be divorce. I am here to tell you that if you're going through something that seems unbearable, my testimony is this, because I'm mourning a 15-year marriage. I am mourning the death of a marriage, and God is still faithful. He is so good. He is just as good in the deepest, darkest valley as He is on the mountain. He is just as good, and He is just as faithful, and He is trustworthy. And so no matter what, even if it's not divorce, even if it's a loss of a loved one, even if it's sickness, I'm telling you that He has done such a work in me in the past several months that my testimony is that He is good all the time, that His goodness, His greatness is not circumstantial. He's good even when our circumstances are not good. He is faithful even when we haven't been faithful to Him. So good. So the past several months, I have been battling an overwhelming amount of shame, of guilt, of fear of judgment, fear of criticism because of what I'm going through. And this is not a pity party, I promise. I have a point for this. So I've been fighting this intense spiritual battle. I've been wanting to run away. I've been wanting to isolate. I have a bad tendency to want to isolate, to just draw in and not to. I'm a very private person. I don't share a lot of my things that I go through with people. I'm very private, and it can be a detriment to me because I have a tendency to. It goes from being private to the extreme of just being protective and hiding things that I shouldn't hide. And so I've had this urge to isolate, this urge to run away, this urge to just give up. And so I battled that. I was battling it strong. I mean, I do deliverance. I know when I'm in spiritual warfare. And so I have been in spiritual warfare and I have been fighting, but I did not get real relief until I opened up and I leaned on my sisters. I leaned on Brienne. I leaned on Pastor Susan. I said, this is what I'm feeling. And they went to war with me when they, I had Pastor Susan call me one day and just, pray. Oh, she prayed over me and she just dismantled a robe of shame that I was wearing and just carrying. And I felt so much relief afterwards. So ladies, I want you to know that every work of the enemy, every feeling of darkness, that shame, that guilt, that despair, the grief, the fear, that is all works of darkness. That is all the work of the enemy. Those feelings don't come from God. Those are directly from the enemy. And what we have been learning about on Wednesday nights, let there be light. You have to bring those things into the light, because as soon as I did, that's when the enemy, lost his hold on me. That's when shame lost its hold on me. That's when guilt lost its hold. Fear lost its hold on me. Is when I brought it into the light, when I opened up about it, when I shared it, my struggles with someone else, and I was able to fight with them. They were able to pray and fight with me. So I just want you to know that, if you're going through something, don't go through it alone. You are not alone. I can't even tell you how many women that I have been speaking with that are facing the same thing that I've faced. And I'm telling you, on the other side of it is peace. When you open up, when you bring the light in, when you shine the light, the darkness has to go, and there is peace. Oh my goodness, I am walking in so much peace right now. There is joy. I have joy, even though my circumstances, I have joy and I have peace. I have the comfort. I have strength from God. So that's really all that I wanted to share with y'all, ladies. I hope that resonates with some of you. I know that it does. I know that it does, because if the enemy is attacking me this way, I know that he's attacking other ladies this way. Bring it to the light. Do not be afraid to share your testimony. Don't be ashamed to share your testimony, because this is not the testimony that I thought I would have, but God's ways are higher. His thoughts are higher. His plans are better. He's come to give me life and life more abundantly. So whatever I had planned, he has greater plans. And he's going to use this. He's going to use my testimony to help other ladies. Just like he wants to use your testimony to help others. Don't let, we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. It's the word of our testimony. You have to speak it out. It does no good to go through something and keep it to yourself when you can share with someone what you've gone through and where you're at on the other side of it. So don't be ashamed to share your testimony, to proclaim God's goodness, his mercy, his faithfulness, and how he has worked in your life. All right, ladies. All right. I love y'all all so much. I think y'all are a wonderful, wonderful group of ladies. And I don't fear any judgment from y'all at all. That was not my fear from y'all. I know that y'all are so gracious. Y'all are so full of grace. I love you all. And I just pray for God's blessings over y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.